I grew up with a younger brother, David, who always resented me, despite being the favored child. Our mother pampered him, cooked his meals, did his laundry, and even asked me to help him with his schoolwork. I didn't mind, but it set the stage for a rocky relationship. David bullied me relentlessly, teasing me about my height, glasses, and my introverted nature. He even invaded my privacy by reading my diary and mocking me. When I complained, my parents dismissed it, and his behavior only escalated. David's bullying extended to school, where he sided with the kids who tormented me. The worst moment was when he told me to kill myself, a devastating comment, especially since I was struggling with my mental health at the time. Our parents did nothing. As high school continued, things got worse, with David even trying to set my hair on fire. Finally, my dad stepped in and made David realize that his behavior was unacceptable. But things between David and me never truly improved. After years of bullying, I decided to take control of my life. My dad enrolled me in MMA classes, and I started to work on my physical and mental strength. One day, when David stole my pocket money, I finally stood up for myself. I punched him in the face, took back my money, and finally made him realize I wasn't someone he could bully anymore. Though my mom sided with him, my dad supported my actions, making it clear that David needed to respect me. Eventually, I left home for university, eager to escape the toxic environment. There, I met Karen and we built a life together. But my personal life was soon marred by infidelity in my marriage. Despite multiple betrayals, I tried to forgive Karen, believing we could move past them for the sake of our family. But 3 months ago, Karen confessed that she had been having an affair with none other than my brother, David. Karen explained that their relationship began when David and I were estranged, and she had tried to help him through his struggles. But things escalated beyond her control, and they ended up having an affair. I was crushed by the betrayal, not only from my wife but from my own brother. David and Karen's actions have shattered my trust in both of them, and now I'm left wondering how to move forward. When we met back at college after the holidays, Karen seemed cheerful, so I didn't suspect anything. 2 weeks later, we discovered she was pregnant. Karen admitted she wasn't sure if the child was mine or David's. She chose to stay with me, knowing I was the more dependable brother. We got married, but my world felt like it was crashing down. I asked if she'd been with David recently, and she confessed to having an affair with him for years. Karen explained that she didn't want to end the marriage, as she saw me as a good father. Despite her apology, I knew I couldn't stay. I calmly packed my things, and when she begged me to stay, I told her that I might not even be the father. The betrayal was too much to bear. I went to my parents and revealed everything. My mother tried to defend David, but I confronted him directly. He initially denied it, but then blamed Karen. I exposed the truth, and my father cut David off, including stopping his college funds. David tried to justify his actions, but my father's disappointment was clear. He told David his behavior was unforgivable, and from then on, he was cut off financially. Karen fought for alimony, but the paternity test revealed the child was David's. It was devastating, but I stayed strong. I couldn't see the child as he reminded me too much of David. After the divorce, I moved into my own place and embraced my newfound independence. Months later, David contacted me, asking for forgiveness and help. He was struggling financially and facing pressure from Karen for child support. I refused to help, reminding him he was now responsible for his actions. He started crying, but I remained firm, telling him I no longer considered him my brother. The family dynamic shifted. My parents had disowned David, and even my mother stopped defending him. I realized I was finally free from the toxic cycle. My dad even planned to leave everything to me in his will. I had the support I needed to move forward. Now, my relationship with my parents has improved. My dad and I go golfing every weekend, and although my mother misses David, she's kept her distance. David and Karen are raising their child together, but I no longer think about them. I've been promoted at work and am focusing on healing, continuing therapy as I take time to rebuild my life.